Lads, we have just witnessed history in the Whittaker versus Cameron fight. Firstly, we got to give a round of applause to the undercard because they did very, very well and kept us all entertained until the main event. Before we get into this, make sure you hit the like button, hit the follow button, and save this so you can come back and watch it later. Firstly, I got to say, I believe we're witnessing history with Whittaker. We might be seeing the next Anthony Joshua. Now, of course, they're different weight classes, but he's going to be the next Anthony Joshua of his era. Meaning Whittaker is going to be the one that we see plastered all over the UK. He's going to be the next poster boy. Now, when you look at two fighters together and you compare them, you'd actually fancy Cameron a little bit. I'm not going to say you think he'd win, but if you didn't know who the two fighters were and you looked at it on paper, you might actually say, you know what, Cameron might get it. But if you've been watching Whittaker and seeing what he can do, there's no way you would have came to that conclusion. First fight was a disappointment, and we all thought that Whittaker really should have went there, done the job. It shouldn't have went the way it went. Give Cameron his credit though, he has knocked people out, he's got a lot of experience, and he's much older than Whittaker. Whittaker's a silver medalist, and he had something to prove from the previous fight, because a lot of people were saying the last fight was bogus, he should have done better, and he should have just won. Going into this fight, both fighters thought this fight through. They did their ring walks or the entrances, and they thought everything through. The songs, what they're going to play, how they're going to walk through the ring, they really thought about it. Honorable mention is Whittaker, because he put Jesus is Lord or Jesus is King on the back of the shirts, and obviously I appreciate that. The fact that I mentioned Whittaker a lot, don't get it twisted. I wasn't biased going into this. Even though I thought Whittaker would win, I still was on the fence. I didn't know who would win. It could go either way. Now in the first round, it looked very simple, straightforward. Whittaker had the best shots, most convincing shots, solid shots landed. Cameron, on the other hand, just backpedaling. I don't really get it. If you watch this fight and you watch the previous fight, it just seems like a complete different guy, and I don't get what was really going on. Being that Cameron's a very confident guy, well, I don't think any of us expected him to be taking the amount of hits that he was taking. I'm talking to the face. Yes, some of them hit the glove, but a lot of them were direct contact to the face. He was getting tagged a lot. Then in the second round, you can see Whittaker, I don't know what he's been doing in camp, but 100% he's been focusing on power and speed. Because as soon as he hit him with that straight right, oh my, it was lights out, lights out. I can remember being a fighter, having that lion heart, having that fighting spirit. He didn't fall and he stood up. He tried to stay on his feet. But at the end of the day, it just wasn't going to happen. Once Whittaker rocked Cameron, the fight was pretty much over. He backed up, he had his arm like this. He was trying his best to, defend the shots. But at the end of the day, the referee is going to stop the fight if the other fighter does not throw a punch. Which brings me to the next thing. No, I don't think Cameron was robbed at all. As I said, if you're getting backed up and you're taking shots, you have to throw at least one back. Every now and again, you might take a few shots, throw one back. If you don't throw one back, the referee needs to step in. They can't just sit there and watch you get pummeled. Makes no sense. But on the flip side, the referee shouldn't have stopped the bout. At most, he should have stopped it, gave him a breather, gave him a count, and they said, all right, you ready? Cool, glove up, get back in there, and then see what happens. But the fact that the referee just stopped the fight completely after that, doesn't make much sense to me, man. Just seems a bit, looking a bit, But you know what? I'm not complaining. It was a good fight. Well done to Whittaker. Hopefully you go on to see you do bigger and better things. And to Cameron, again, well done. Good fight. Just on this occasion, Whittaker had a better camp by the looks of it. And I think he just wanted it more.